No niin, se on MC-niketsi täällä taas ja nyt jatketaan Witcher 3. Mennään jatkamaan tätä tarinaa. Wow. Pieni... Mitä tapahtuu? Okei. Pientä lagia siihen. Ei anneta se häirä. Kamasta lagittaa. Johtuuko se tosta säästä? Sataa niin perkeleesti. Voi olla.
Well, ready?
Mä oon valmis. Mä oonkin ruokaa tosta kaupasta.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Mutta suolaa. Ikävä tää sää, mä en tykkää tässä sataa. Lähtää lagia paljon.
A bit further. Follow me.
Täällä tapahtuu niin paljon tässä. Aina tää sade on ollut aina
Give the
meillä.
child a name.
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Ei oo nimeä nytte.
Here's
Ei se
the
näytä
spot.
kovin pahasti nyt lagittava. Mä oon iloinen siitä. Se oli vähän tossa alussa.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
Hyi, mikä toi on?
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Come on, ota se. Ei nyt murhata sitä.
Good merciful gods.
Mitä nyt te?
Back to the fortress.
What's this?
As I recall, you were the one who wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Me vaan. Jos se riehuu, niin mä voin käyttää taikaa. Tai merkkejä. Rauttamaan sen. Sano vaan heti, kun se riehuu. Mä oon tossa vieressä. Valmiina. Olisi oikein merkki. Ammu. No niin, lähdetään menemään. Minne menen vaan sen lapsen kanssa. Tai mikä hirviö vauva toi onkaan.
Hungry specters. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Päätä! Mä hoitelen näin. Perhana! Oh, fuck. Typerät haamut. Kuolkaa.
This, take me! It's writhing something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it somehow! Oh. Quiet now.
Ei mitään. Tää händlää. Taikaa.
But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a leprechaun. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Toivotaan. Niin mennään sen kanssa. Toivottavasti siihen lisää niitä pirulaisia, jotka mä vihaan noit vihollisia. Yli kai. Perhana.
Need to hurry.
On with it!
Lisää näitä pirulaisia. Totta. Näitä vihollisia yli kaiken. Miksi niitä on paljon? Ai!
Squirming again! Like a daft eel! I cannot hold it! Worked. It stopped.
Kamalaa. Perhanaan mä vihaan noit yli kai. No
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Annie have named her?
Sitä siihen. Me ollaan tosi lähellä, come on. Me pystytään siihen.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
Ei kun lapia hommiin, kaveri. Lapia heilumaan. Mä seisoskelen tässä. Katsotaan onnistuuko se sitten. Toivotaan. Mä nyt...
What now?
In one day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Mitä meidän täytyy sitten tehdä? Istutaan ja odotellaan. Mä niin toivon, että se onnistuisi. Se olisi hienoa nähdä, mikä sieltä tulee sitten.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Oho, se lähti. Nyt vitsi perään. Oi vitsi, se menee lujaa. Odota vauva minua. Niin, mä sain sen kiinni ees. Minähän se menee. On hyvä ottaa hevonen ehkä. No, mietitään. Meneekö kyllä sen verran hitaasti, että... En mä ehkä tarvii. No käy säikähtäkö. Mä en tiedä miksi täällä on tällainen sää. Tää on tällainen... Aivan... Sanonko mistä tää sää? Ukon ilma perkula. En tykkää. No, mikä pois? Mä haluan tapella teidän kanssa. Mikä pois? Hauskasti näkyy toi, kun mä laitoin sen myrkyn tohon mun miakkaan. Niin näkyy tolleen vihreänä noi tekstit. Aika hauskasti. Onko se täällä jossain vai?
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around though.
Jos kattoos. Näkyy ketään. Täällä on jotain vaatteita.
Clothing. They change in here.
Ollut täällä. Olette nyt hevosella.
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
Okei, mikäs toi on?
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
Miltä näyttää?
Wants to show me something more.
Okei, näytä vaan. Kyllä kelpaa. Mä seuraan. Onkohan tää parempi taktiikka kuin se, jos toinen olisi tappanut ton lentävän tyypin? En tiedä, mitä olisi tapahtunut. Me olisi pitänyt viedä se veri sille ihme hullulle miehelle. Sitä kautta me oltais löydetty. Tekis kyllä mieli nähdä se toinen ratkaisu, mutta mennään nyt tällä. Mä tykkään enemmän tästä.
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Oi, perhana se räjähti. Wow! Tuli selkää pirulainen. Se oli myrkyttynyt. Pirulaiset räjähtelee. Mulla luuta tänne. Sieltä tuli vielä yksi. Kyllä toi myrkky tehoaa vähän se. Ei se räjähtää.
Should examine that horse carcass.
Paljon luuttia. Tää kaikki vaan. Hyvä kamaa. Kyllä aina kelppaa meikäläisen. Mitä sä kattelet? Siinä on hevonen. Vähän huono topes. Syöty. Onkohan
What
noi
do we
tyypit
have
syönyt?
here?
Noi jotka just mä tapoin äsken.
Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Joo, hyvä. Hyvä. No ja toi tarkoittaa sitä, että ne on vielä ainakin toistaiseksi elossa. Eikä me nähty kyllä ruumiit tuolla, että... Oli mielenkiintoisia vihollisia. Räjää, ne tekee tosiaan itsemurha, kun ne on huono sapes. Mielenkiintoista. Täytyy varoa niitä. Tuolla on joku susi mun perässä. Susijoukko. Olisiko ne täällä mökissä? Olisi hienoa, jos mä löytäisin ne täältä. Tai sitten ei. Kyllä. Joo. Okei, se kiertelee täällä.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Kas.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with the Baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Mitä? Mitä toi nainen teki? Mikä toi merkki on?
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Onpa paljon lapsia. Ryöstäisikö? Lähdemme pois. Kiitti.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Hyvästi. Rauha sinulle. Mennään juttelemaan sillä. Mennään informoimaan sitä. Missä se tyyppi on? Se on se tuolla. Se on kaukana. Hei. Mä haluan ehkä minun ratsasta tänne ja sitten täältä kyltiavulla tonne. Paljon niinku parempi ratkaisu. Me saadaan tommonen uusi alue kyllä auki samalla sit tossa, että hyödyttää mua, jos mä tänne vaikkaan tarvii jossain tulla. Mä uskon, että mulla mitään tänne syytä on. Hetken aikaan tullut. Tosta olisi kyllä blacksmithi. Se olisi kyllä ehkä hyödyllinen mennä sinne. Käydä siellä, mutta. En mä ehkä kuitenkaan. Tässä on jotain papereita lähinnä tosta. Uusia tehtäviä. Koetaan ne tosta nopeita vaan kaikki. Noin. Saatiin pari saavutusta. Näin. Mitä mun pitää mennä tonne kyltille? Mutta me saatiin muutama uusi tehtävä sieltä. Mennäs tonne. Mennäs kertoo sille hyvät. Tavallaan hyvät ja huonot uutiset. Sen vaimo on kuollut, mutta sen lapsi on vielä elossa. Et tavallaan hyvät uutiset, mutta tavallaan huonot. Koska yksi on selvinnyt, mutta toinen on kuollut. Mutta on se parempi, että edes yksi niistä on elossa siinä mielessä. Tois se ikävää, jos molemmat ois kuolleena. Mennään puhumaan hänelle. Totta se ois selvinpäin nyt. Ettei se on juonut itsensä taas.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Kiitos.
Went to the village for the levy.
Mä pelastin ton tyypin, Stable Masteri. Jos mä en ois pelastanut sitä, niin olisiko se kuollut? Mä mietin, että olisiko se kuolleena toi tyyppi. Jos mä en ois pelastanut sitä sieltä liekeistä. Voi olla hyvin mahdollista, en tiedä. Voi olla hyvin mahdollista.
Witcher, a word, please.
Mitä? Mitä se on?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Mielenkiintoista. Missä sä oot? Se istuu täällä. Rakkauskirje. Saanko istua viereen? Saanko istua viereen, herra? Erhana, ihan sama. Ei istuta sitten.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them. Trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Seurataan. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
Mulla on vähän huonoa uutisia. Tosi huonoa uutisia. Kysytään. Haluatko hyvät vai huonot uutiset ensin?
Any news for me?
Juu, on mulla.
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Ei kerrota tosta paikasta. Se on salainen paikka.
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
En mä tota voi sanoa.
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's the good company.
Sees juonut.
This
Vesitti.
I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all right.
A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak.
Älä luulekaan mä häviin tota miakkaa. Joudunko mä oikeesti ratsastaa kilpaa Baronin kanssa? Okei. Kyllä se sopii. Totta mä vaan häviä. Mä haluan menettää tota miakkaa. Se oli hyvä miakka, hei. Hyvä miakka. No niin, lähdetään nyt. Kyllä mä sen viimeksi voitin, kun mä otin sen tyyppiä vastaan. No niin, Baroni.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop!
No niin. Mä oon valmis.
Come on,
Okay.
silly, don't you embarrass us!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Lähdetään nyt, mä oon hyvä ratsastamaan. Ainakin joltain osin. Mitä tapahtuu jos häviää? Häviääkö ton miakka oikeesti? Nyt täytyy keskittyä. Mä haluan hävitä sitä miakkaa. Mihin se tulee perässä? Tee tarpeeksi hyvin.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
Oh no. Mikä toi oli? Näytti jotain hirmuliskolta. Ei se näyttänyt Griffiniltä. Ei varmaan ollut Griffini. Mä en tiedä.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Nähdään.
So long.
Mut eikö se oo kuollut? Tai onko? Ei se sitten taida olla kuollut. Mielenkiintoista.
Wait! Witcher! When you find my daughter, will you give her this?
A ragdoll.
Went to the village for the levy. And that one, time to water the horses.
Sieltäs kattoo. Ja missä voisi olla se vaimo? Mä oon 100% varma, että se on kuollut. Se on niinku mun veikkaus. Mutta ainakin löydetään sen ruumissa, jos ei muuta. Että se voi haudata se. Et se on hyvä puoli kai siinä. Mut joo. Se on siellä kaupungissa sen tytär. Tuolla Oksen Urtis. Siellä me ei ole käytykään. Se on tuo iso kaupunki tuolla. Täällä näin. Täällä. Joo. Se olisi luultava meidän seuraava paikka. Lähdetään ratsastaa sinne. Lähdetään tuolta ja... Lähdetään tänne isoon kaupunkiin. Mennään tosta, mennään tuolta. Mennään tänne paikkaan ja sitten tuolta lähdetään tonne. Joo, tehdään niin. Mennään tonne, mistä me aloitettiin tää uusi paikka silloin. Kyllä kutsutaan hevonen. Tuossa toi... Mitä se siellä on? Tänne sieltä. Tässä on tää ihme hirttopuu. Lähdetään tänne metsään. Level 2 paskiaisia. Ei pelota mua noin. No mä tappasin. Sä pystyt menee alas. Hyvä. Tuolla on näitä viimekakkiaisia. Mä vaan level 2. En niistä oo mitään vastus, mut mä vaan... Mennään vaan ohitte. Täällä on joku palannut paikka. Ei olekaan. Ei tää olekaan palannut paikka.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Mennään sisään vaan. Mene herra pois mun tieltä. Kiitos. No niin, saatiin kyltti tänne. Jees. Tää lagittaa. Moi vaan kaikille.
Run, Roach.
No. No niin, täällä ollaan. Saatiin toi kyltti. Jes. Täältä pitäis päästä sinne kaupunkiin. Mennään oivaa. Tarviiko tänne joku luvalla apu? Täällä on portti kiinni, mitä hittoa?
Got a pass. Cool. You don't need a pass to know the ground. 8 generations and more. The water office. Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
What kind of pass are we talking about?
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
This what you mean?
Let me look at that. Missing a seal, the red one.
Impossible.
Department of Civil Defence forgot again. They're really off their heads these days. Happens, so be it. You may come through.
Come through. In a hurry.
Päästiin sisään. Yes. Ei ollut edes feikkipaperit. Ainakaan mun tietääkseni. Se on se paroni joku paperi. Oli mun mielestä. Katsotaan löydetäänkö me. Kun me löydetään toi tytär, me luultavasti saadaan sen äitistäkin jotain tietoa. Ainakin mä veikkaisin niin. Oli muuten aika se suttunen toi. Oh. Moi paperit.
Everyone to me! To me!
Mitäs täällä on?
What can I get you, good sir? Of everything from apples to...
Babe, bottle of ink.
Oh, an ounce of paper, requisitioned by the hour to support the war.
Hey.
Missä? Sisällä. Yllätys. I'm here.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
Musta tuntuu, että se lähtee juokse karkuun. Se ei tee sitä, mitä mä haluan, että se tekee. Kiss.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the charge. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The Hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
Ei hyvin mennyt. Ei sitä voi pakottaakaan. Se näytti aikuiselta. Sillä on oma valta päättää mitä se tekee. Mä ainakaan lähde pakottaa sitä tulemaan takaisin sinne. Jätetään tää nyt tää. Jatketaan seuraavassa, mennään puhumaan sille tosta tyttärestä ja katsotaan mitä sen jälkeen tapahtuu. Se on moikka!